Shalom, everyone. I'm going to do a quick Bible study of this week's Parsha, which is Parsha Bechukotai, found in Leviticus chapter 26 and 27. It's about the blessings that Israel will receive if they obey God's commandments, and also talks about the punishments they will receive if they don't. I'm going to start at chapter 26, verse 21. It says this: "If you behave casually with me and refuse to heed me, then I shall lay further blow upon you." Now, Rashi says the word casually is ke-riyod. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. That is spelled with the Hebrew letters kuf, resh, and a yod. Translated as casually, by chance, a thing that occurs only sometimes. So also, one will casually obey the commandments. Now, in Proverbs chapter 17:27, we see the same connection of these Hebrew letters, the kuf, resh, and the yod. And it says, "He who has knowledge keeps back his words." So we're starting to see more of an understanding of what the Hebrew word means. Also, Menachem explains, it is as an expression of holding back. Now in Proverbs 25:17 it says this. We also see here, once again, the kuf, resh, and the yud for that Hebrew word. And it says, "Visit your neighbor sparingly, lest he becomes sated with you and hates you." We find the same Hebrew words there. Visit your neighbor sparingly. So we see that expression of holding back again. So just as you find honey and it tastes sweet, you must not eat too much of it, lest you become sated with it and you vomit. Wow. So should you visit your neighbor sparingly. Although he is from your midst, refrain from going there daily, lest he hates you. Wow, this is getting a little more understanding here. What is this showing us? According to the homiletic interpretation, do not accustom yourself to sin inadvertently and to constantly bring sin offerings and guilt offerings to the house of the Lord, who is called a friend to Israel, as it says in Songs 5:16. "He is altogether lovely. This is my beloved. This is my friend." We see here, obviously, we are to love our neighbor as ourselves, but we are not called to be pests either. And now that we have a better understanding, we are not supposed to be acting casually with God. Right? So we see that God is always watching us. We know that, and you never know when He's watching. It says also that, even in Proverbs it says, "If you give to the poor, you have given to me." Right? And God is always watching, looking for those who are worshiping Him in spirit and truth. We are to love our neighbor as ourselves, as the Shema says. So always remember not to be casual with God. God is serious. So we should be serious with Him. He is loving. He is our friend. Right? So always remember, as Pirkei Avot says, remember 3 things not to fall into the hands of transgression. Remember what is above you. All-seeing eyes, hearing ears, and all of your deeds are written in a book. Hope this thought blesses you. Deuteronomy chapter 6. We know about the Shema. It talks about this. It sums it up right here in the Shema. The most important prayer in Judaism. "Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is the name of His glorious kingdom forever and ever. And you are to love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your resources. Let these matters that I command you today be upon your heart. Teach them thoroughly to your children, and speak of them while you sit in your home, while you walk on the way, when you retire, and when you arise. Bind them as a sign upon your arm, and let them be tefillin between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorpost of your house and upon your gates. And you shall love your neighbor as yourself. So says our Messiah, Yeshua. Torah all day. Bless.